Technology.
Test.
Test.
Well, we're running this whole time, so.
Yeah.
So, funny story. I'm in the car driving, and I like to chat with the kids.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand radio with commercials.
Yeah.
And they can't stand listening to the news.
Yeah.
They can handle it in small doses, but what I like to do is just have conversations, tell stories. They love stories.
Yeah.
They hear them so much that they don't need to listen to the podcast, though some of them still do.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's kind of makes me proud, makes me feel like my boys love me. So anyway,
You do feed them.
I said, guys, for 20 years, the nuclear launch code was absurdly, stupidly simple. Can you guess what it is?
I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
It's 7 digits.
6, 7.
That was their first guess. And I said, no, simpler and stupider.
0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1.
You're half right.
Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1.
One too high. Yeah.
2.
It was straight zeros. It was 7 zeros for 20 years. I mean, and that's, oh God. And the thing is, so we've got a 7-digit code. I need you to break it manually. Okay, well, I guess we'll go in order. Try straight zeros. That is correct. Wait, are you messing with me? Nope, that's correct. Wait, we need to fail safe this because I assume it can't be that. That is, I've got a million digits to go through and you're telling me it's the first one. Yes, that is correct.
Well, it is called military intelligence for a reason.
When I was a teenager, you'd say I had a gun safe because I had a gun.
Yeah.
And it was a 3-digit combo.
Okay.
And I was saying to my mom, I said, God, you know how easy it would be to break this code? So she said, yeah, you start with 000 and you just keep going up all the way to 999 and there you go. Safe is open. Well, my mom was a Snoopy type, so I wanted to come up with a code that would be hard for her to crack, which is why I asked her how she would go about cracking a code in the first place.
Yeah.
So I set my code as 997. So that if she discovered it, which she could systematically, it would take her forever. And I assume she never found it because I left a note in there in case she
did.
In case she did.
Yeah. It's funny because, talking about that. All right, so I used to work at Hollywood Video, which, doesn't matter about telling this because the company's gone anyway, so who cares? And, so we had the safe up front. And there were actually 2 safes. One you can only access after midnight, and that was kind of a unique design. But the main safe had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You could only access it after midnight.
Only the second side of it, which was kind of interesting because it had a little twist thing, so you'd actually charge it up to enter in the code.
Interesting.
That code was unique.
Go ahead.
But, so
I had a number pad.
I haven't, and of course because I was shift lead, I had to access the bank account. Not the account, but
the deposit,
the deposits and all that. No big deal. Not like I cared. And how they're like, okay, so the code is 24862, and I'm like, okay, that's easy. And then the next time, they're
that's
okay,
a diamond pattern.
Diamond pattern, yes. And that's what I didn't catch it until the second time where they're like, okay, so we had to change code because every so often we got to change code. So now it's 48624. And I'm like, wait a minute.
So that's still a diamond pattern.
Yes. And
it's still the same
diamond pattern.
Yes. We just moved one spot counterclockwise.
Yeah. And I'm just like, are you guys kidding me? I mean, and they're like, well, it'd be too hard to remember another code. And I'm like,
so no. 2 months later, they asked you to change the code again to
that would be 86248. Yep.
I don't work there, and I just cracked the code. We see, it's great because no one can get in unless they have ever worked at a Hollywood Video anywhere.
Actually, best part is when the company went out of business, they sold everything. So whoever has those safes, change your code from not a diamond style.
Change your code.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
My boss, my old boss, Emil,
Mm-hmm.
who I've been trying to get on the podcast for a year, but then again, I've also been trying to get him to fix my goddamn door, because he wired all that up, and only he knows how to
Unwire it.
well.
Got it. Fix it.
Yeah. So, his code, his safe is keyed to his RFID chip in his hand.
Okay.
So, but then again, so is his car, and his home door lock, and his phone, and people go, oh well, they're gonna, yeah, but now a burglar will just cut your hand off. No,
I was thinking that too.
No. Well, that's a valid concern. Or they could say, I'm willing to cut your hand off. That's all you have to do is just say, I'm willing to.
Yeah.
And that's all the threat it really takes.
True.
And you don't have to cut the hand off. You can just make a little incision.
They don't.
Or
care.
a big incision.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just cut the bastard up, flay it. I mean, then again, when it comes to thieves, they're the smartest bunch, really.
They are. That's what, you know what they always say? They are the smartest bunch, and crime pays.
Yes, it does. Very well, apparently.
Yeah.
Until you get busted.
Well, and Charlie Sheen had some good advice for kids. He said, kids, do drugs.
Yeah. Because now he's just positive.
Mm-hmm. He's positive.
HIV
Positive.
positive.
He is HIV plus.
Yup.
Yeah, he's definitely got that going for him.
He's winning.
Yes.
But his cell count is not.
Yes, he does have tiger blood, but the tiger also had HIV.
Yeah, apparently it did.
So that's something that...
So the question would be, does he have... Well, granted, I know it's HIV, but let's, for the joke. So does he have AIDS, or does he have feline AIDS?
So what is that from? Because it's from a thing.
Oh, no, feline AIDS is actually a real thing.
Is it really?
Yeah, actually it
Oh,
is. Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Because my good friend Jack Talbot made a joke about that in a skit on YouTube. And then we made a joke about it in Kimmy with It, which he absolutely loved it. He was like, that joke was just for me.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Probably won't make the final cut.
No.
But then I saw it around somewhere else, and I thought maybe it was like a How I Met Your Mother thing or something.
No, actually, it's because it was kind of funny because I was having to take an animal, and I can't remember which one, and I'm sitting there in the waiting room, and it's like, make sure your cat doesn't have feline AIDS. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's not like you can give these suckers condoms and, like, be safe.
You can, though. Don't.
No.
Don't.
That's
yeah, you just buy those finger cots. For when you work in food service. And
Yes.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Giggity.
It's good. Giggity.
Giggity goo. Except the problem is, they have barbed penises, so it's just going to rip right through. Didn't think about that, did you?
Who else but Quagmire?
Exactly.
They also make them in corkscrews for ducks.
Yes, they do.
I wonder what a duck fleshlight would look like. Would it have a bunch of dead ends and forks in there for... Because, that's how the lady duck vage works. It's got...
passageways for... Yeah,
false...
Because they constantly rape each other all the time.
It just seems like a...
And they eat each other, too. Like, ducks are cannibals.
There was an interesting study that came out. I think it won the Ig Nobel Prize for the year. A guy who wrote on gay necrophilia in ducks.
You know what? I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and the thing is, his entire paper was spawned because he was walking down the street and he looked over and he was like, oh shit, I gotta get this on camera. And then, he just wrote a paper about it because apparently ducks, man.
Yeah.
Freaks. Just freaks. You know what the sexiest animal is? Possums.
Gazelle. Oh.
What'd you say? Giselle?
I said gazelle.
Giselle. Possums.
Yes.
Because they're so fucking dumb. It's got to be the only way they're still around is just by being so sexy.
Oh, of course. Like a rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Well, rabbits are legitimately sexy.
Yeah, I mean, they're always banging each other all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Getting down and dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Then the coyote gets you.
You pay extra for that.
Yep.